Hi, I'm David Picciuto, and today I'm going to show you how I made this box with the JIG Hinge mortising system from Rockler. A box like this deserves some nice hinges, so I got these solid brass quadrant ones made by Brusso. If you've ever tried to install hinges like this, then you know how stressful it can be to cut everything to the exact size while having everything line up properly. So to make this task much easier, I'll be using the JIG Hinge mortising system. You can get different inserts that are made for the particular type of hinge that you're using. With a plunge router, straight bit, and guide bushing, you'll get perfect mortises every time. Let's begin. I start off by planing all my material down to thickness and then cross-cutting and ripping on the table saw. The corners will be joined by 45-degree miters reinforced with splines. And the top and bottom panels will fit into these grooves you see me cutting here. Glue up for a box like this can easily be done with painter's tape or a framing clamp. Once the glue dries, I'll then cut grooves for the splines. Just using glue alone for mitered corners doesn't make for a very strong joint because there's no long grain to long grain contact, so adding these splines will greatly reinforce the corners. This box will have 2 layers of trays with a hidden storage compartment underneath. If you want to learn more about the details of making this box, visit my website at makesomething.tv. To use the JIG Hinge mortising system, you'll need to position your box with the lid open and level. These Rockler bench cookies work perfect for getting the right height. On the box and lid, mark a center line where the hinges will be installed. The JIG has a center divider that ensures your lid and box are spaced correctly. Using clamps, make sure the sides are aligned and flush, and then tighten down. Slide the base so the pencil mark aligns with the etched line and tighten the screws. Then add another clamp across both assemblies. Using the insert plate designed for your hinges, align the A with the template with the A on the JIG. Install a 3/16 inch straight bit and a 3/8 inch guide bushing into your plunge router and set the cutting depth by dropping the bit down until it touches the wood through the JIG. Place your hinge under the depth stop and lower it until it contacts the hinge. Then remove the hinge and lower the depth stop just a hair as we want the hinge to sit slightly proud. Turn on the router and plunge into the wood and ride the guide bushing along the cutout. The type of hinge I'm using requires 3 cuts, so I'll rotate my template so the B lines up with B and make another pass. The final pass allows the arc lid support a place to travel when opening and closing. So I'll align C with C and disengage the depth stop. In a later step, I'll need to extend this mortise with a drill bit. You'll then repeat the process on the other side of the box. Like I just mentioned, you'll need to extend the mortises with a drill bit. If needed, clean out the mortises with a chisel and pre-drill the holes with a self-centering screw bit. The lid of my box is very shallow, so I need to cut down the screws. You may not need to do this depending on your box design. Now it's just a matter of assembling the hinge and screwing into place. The Brusso hinges come with brass screws and one steel screw. Use the steel screw to tap the hole and then place in the brass screws. Thank you for watching. You can find links to the JIG hinge mortising system as well as the hinges I used in the description below. If you want to learn more about making this box, visit my website at makesomething.tv. As always, be safe, stay passionate, and make something.